I am Agent Malik of NERV. We are an interdimensional organization with one purpose: to overthrow the evil Emperor Sele and return the rightful Emperor, Akira, to his throne. Will you join us?
Why would I join you?
We need all the help we can get. He has armies of monsters who will kill you. We need your help.
What must I do?
First, you must learn to fight. The first lesson is philosophy.
What does philosophy have to do with fighting?
There is much about these other dimensions that you do not yet understand, and even about your own dimension. The more you know about philosophy, the easier it will be to learn how to fight. And besides, you might as well get it out of the way so you can learn the cool stuff like this. Welcome to my dojo, Sean.
I see civilians. Why are there civilians in your dojo?
Well, my wife petitioned to let the kids of the agents play here. And besides, it makes it look more inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous. Who is your wife?
You don't want to know. Well, Sean, I guess the first thing I ought to teach you is about what you're going to be up against. I'm going to beam directly into your brain an image of our enemy.
BOMG, it's a lake!
It's a lake.
No!
Holy crap.
BOMG, it's a lake monster!
Okay, now that you know what our enemy is like, I might as well begin teaching you. You need to learn philosophy, not only because many of our members were the great philosophers, but because it will be vital to understanding the cultures of the different dimensions. I guess we'll start with our organization's founder, Socrates. He lived in ancient Greece. He was a teacher. He did not directly teach, but asked questions of his students and allowed them to think for themselves. In the end, he was put on trial, convicted of atheism, and forced to drink hemlock, and subsequently he died. Now, yet one of his students, Plato, continued. He believed that everything was created by a certain immortal, perfect form. Sort of like the mold that you would use to make something, or the cookie cutter. He founded our Grace Academy. Isn't it glorious?
It is glorious.
Well, Sean. The next philosopher is Aristotle. Now, he believed that everything was caused by these four special causes. Material cause, the actual physical objects involved. Efficient cause, the energy and motion that made that event happen. Formal cause, why those objects took the form that they did at the time of the event. And final cause, why in the grand scheme of things it was important for that to happen. For example, if I were to kick you in the nuts right now, the material cause would be because my foot made contact with your body. The efficient cause would be because energy traveled through my leg, causing my muscles to expand and contract in a specific formation. The formal cause is because my foot is taking the proverbial form of a hammer upon the nail. Final cause, the reason in the grand scheme of things that happened, is because I'm just mean like that. Now, he also believed in classifying things. For example, you are a living thing, more specifically a human. More specifically, a human who is my student. More specifically, a human who is my student who is writhing on the ground in pain. More specifically, a human who is my student who is writhing on the ground in pain because I kicked him in the nuts. Any questions?
No.
Good.
fine.
So the rest of your training will be done here in my sanctuary. My dojo has been destroyed by the enemy. Are you ready to receive your first mission as an agent?
I guess.
You are to take out an enemy officer who is in charge of the attack. Can you handle it?
I don't know.
We're about to travel to his dimension. Let's go. Well, Sean, your mission was a success. Big T. Larity may have survived, but he has been captured and arrested by our own Captain James Tiberius Shank. Now, the next era you will be learning about is the Renaissance. During the Renaissance, there was a common belief in pantheism, the belief that God is all around us and can be found in nature. Also, there was an upsurge of humanity, and there was a great cultural revitalization. Many famous artists and writers come from this time, such as William Shakespeare, Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. The previous four I've just named are also widely believed to be ninjas and turtles. The next period you're going to learn about is the Baroque. During this time, there were many wars, and people began to focus on human mortality. Also, Shakespeare's end of his career was during the Baroque. And during this time, many people began to think of the world as a theater, where all the world is stage, and all the men and women merely players. Well, Sean, the next period of philosophy you'll be learning about is the Enlightenment. During this time, French Enlightenment philosophers developed an opposition to authority. Also, many people developed a strong reliance on their reason. And there was a strong upsurge of humanity, including the development of a handful of unalienable rights, which are true for all humans, such as life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The final period you'll be learning about before you begin to learn how to truly fight the enemy is Romanticism. Now, Romantic philosophers believe that art is the ultimate expression of human freedom. Also, many Romantic authors believed that you could write a story on autopilot, then occasionally jump in and manipulate the story your own direction. This gave rise to an effect known as romantic irony. For example, a character may say in Act 1, "It's too early in the play for me to die," or something of that nature.
Congratulations, dude.
An agent